How to pivot a business and where I've been. Hi, I'm Jackie Elmer, and welcome to the Peak Performance Habits Podcast. What the what? Yes, a new name, new content, and a lot of the same content and concepts that we've been working through over the last almost decade of this podcast. And I've got more ideas to help make you a peak performer in all areas of your life. You can learn more about what's up with me at peakperformancehabits.com. Yes, streetsmartwealth.com is still out there, active and live, but I've launched another website as well. So with that, I'm just going to get right into it. The beauty of being an entrepreneur is the growth that you experience as an entrepreneur, the releasing of fear, the releasing of the fear of risk specifically. So we have a lot of fears that we release as entrepreneurs, and fear of risk is one of those. It's releasing the fear of contemplating, what if I did something different? And being willing to take those pivots that happen in your business, which is exactly how I got here and where we are today as I'm discussing this. Now, just quickly, you might be new to the show. And if you are, you're thinking, I don't even know what you're talking about. So you can go back and listen to some past episodes. You can go to streetsmartwealth.com and read more about my story, and peakperformancehabits.com as well about my story. Just my background quickly. I come from a background, first and foremost, in aviation. And not only was I in aviation, but I ended up marrying a pilot, and we've been married over 30 years. So that's been a very rich, very vibrant, very critical part of my life outside of my own business career. Now, when we launched a family early in the 90s, I was a little bit bored, to be quite honest. I was a little bit bored being a stay-home mom, although I wouldn't have traded that for anything. So in 1994, I launched my very first business in direct sales. I joined a direct sales company, kicking and screaming a little bit. As you know, if you've heard my story before, I was kind of one of those, oh no, that's not for me type people when it came to network marketing and MLM and all of that fun stuff. I had had a fabulous career in aviation, as I mentioned, and I like to say I partied for a living. So when I left all that behind and chose to be home with the kids, there definitely was a degree of boredom that settled in, because I've always had a desire to have and be more. And I've always wanted my own business. So I launched that business in 1994. I'd love to tell you I was a raging success right off the bat. I was not, but I stumbled into an internet marketing seminar in October of 1999. So I just passed my, oh my gosh, what is it? I have to quickly do the math. Coming up on how many years? 20? I don't remember. Anyway, of actually being an online, if this is 23 years of having a business online. So I took my business online in October of 99, and it quickly catapulted me to not only the top of my company, but the top of everything in the network marketing arena, including the top earners in network marketing. I was in the top 0.5% of earners in network marketing. And I had 6 years leading up to that decision, though, to take my business online, almost 6 years. I was just shy of that by like 3 months. So I say 6 years, 6 years of experiences and trying and succeeding and trying and failing, and most specifically trying and failing, and then trying and continuing and succeeding. So I had a lot of that under my belt. Well, over time, I organically kind of fell into coaching as people would approach me and say, how did you take your business online? Now, the funny thing is, in those early days, everybody was telling me I was crazy. You can't build a business on the internet. This is a belly-to-belly business. You're going to lose everything that you have. You're going to totally distract your team. Don't do it. And I'm one of those people. I just crossed my arms. When you tell me I can't do something or it won't work, I kind of came up with the mindset of watch me. Now, over the course of time, I lost a successful business and I started a new business. I eased into more coaching and then eased into it on a full-time basis. And what I found over time, which is part of my pivot, is that more than I love building a team and more than I love some of that, I love helping people shift their thoughts, shift their beliefs, and help them explore the motivations behind what they do that either creates that success for them, but more often those motivations behind what they do that keeps them stuck in a cycle of what they often term as failure. And that really is mindset work. And that's what's led me to become a peak performance coach. And I'll explain more about what that means. In 2014, I became life coach certified. And the biggest reason I did that was because I realized while I was coaching in network marketing and coaching in business and coaching on social media marketing, more than anything was the inner mindset issues that I was working my clients through that kept showed up for me, and it was showing up for them and affecting their business. So I began to realize that the true bulk of my work lies with shifting people's mindset, helping them manage their thoughts, manage their past stories and those limiting beliefs that are keeping them stuck. Because everybody likes to think that they will do better with a new company, or maybe they need a better pay plan, or if they have had different friends, or if they would lose weight or become a different size or get a new haircut or have a better relationship. So often we're looking on the outside for what's wrong that's going to help fix us, not just in our personal lives, but also our business lives. And the reality of it is none of that is the issue. We tend to think that our results are outside of us, but they're not. So again, what I had to do was learn how to help coach people through their thoughts, allow them to understand that while they have random thoughts, they can ultimately control those thoughts and shift those thoughts, that it's okay to feel our emotions. It's okay to feel fearful. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel negative. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel disappointment. We want to feel those. We want to figure out where those come from, those stories from the past, what that's doing to lead us to the beliefs that are causing us and motivating us to be in action or inaction, and that ultimately create the results in our lives. Because we have a tendency, again, to think that results are outside of us, or our success is something that lies outside of us. We believe we'll be happy when we make more money. We believe we'll be happy when we get that promotion. We believe we'll be happy when we lose 30 pounds. We believe we'll be happy when we get divorced or find another partner or find a partner or get married or whatever it is. But the reality of it is what we really want is happiness. In most cases, that's what people will say. But what we want even more than that is we want the feeling that accompanies that happiness, that feeling that accompanies making more money, that feeling that accompanies losing the weight, that feeling that accompanies getting that promotion in our company, that feeling that accompanies finding success on social media, whatever it is. And we'll cover more about that in a future show, so stay tuned for sure. So fast forward from my start in direct sales and network marketing and becoming a coach and working with network marketers and direct sellers and coaches and even real estate agents on their business and social media, and then ultimately their mindset. When we got to a few years ago, 2020 to be exact, and we all know what happened in 2020, many of us were sitting around thinking, wow, what's going to happen? What's next? We began reevaluating where we were in the world and what we were doing and how we wanted to continue moving forward and creating impact and making a difference for others. And for me, that was a big part of it. How do I want to create impact? How do I want to make a difference? How do I want to help people maintain and have a positive impact on their health? I've been a naturalist forever. I was born and raised that way. I believe that food is medicine and that the body most often will heal itself when it's strong. But the reality of it is, and we learned this in 2020 for sure, and in the subsequent years, we're no longer as strong as we used to be. We're not resilient in health. We're surrounded by toxins in our food and in our eating choices and chemicals around us in our homes, our personal care products. Social media is a toxin in and of itself. And again, more on all of that in future episodes. But through that time, I made a decision. I'm going to spend some of this time when I'm not out running around going to events anymore or speaking or going to networking. I'm going to get my health coaching certification, which I've done. And it's helped me tremendously in helping my network marketing wellness clients and helping them build outside of just doing nothing, but promoting their company. Okay, we have a tendency, it's all we ever talk about in a wellness company is the products and the company and this patent that's pending and the name of this product. And that's not what people buy. So it's helped me a lot in helping those wellness network marketers differentiate themselves to offer more that created so much more value, which we hear that all the time, right? Create value, create value. I'm much more qualified to be able to help them create that value that naturally attracts that audience to them on social media. So make sure you go to streetsmartwealth.com and click on my coaching information and learn more about what that might look like for you. So it's helped me and my other clients tremendously just getting that health coaching certification. Now, I've been known for network marketing and business and social media coaching for years. But what I realized, and that goes back to me getting my life coaching certification, when a person has body weight issues or they lack confidence or they have limiting beliefs around their own self-image, or we realize that the self-image that they currently have for themselves is not one that's going to allow them to move forward in their business, in their life, into that success that they want, then we've got a problem. I can't get people out on social media through the best coaching in the world and the best strategy in the world if I can't get them to take a selfie and post it, or for goodness sake, shoot a video or talk like this into a microphone or show up and do a Zoom presentation. If I can't help them overcome that limiting self-image that's keeping them stuck, then all the best stuff in the world, the best company pay plan and all of that isn't going to help. So I really went to work on the mindset coaching to help people become a peak performer in all areas of their life. Thus the launch of peakperformancehabits.com. Now, at the same time, as I mentioned, I have a background in aviation. And in 2020, when we were all sitting around and I was busy in Facebook groups and in there with my pilot wife Facebook groups, and there were furloughs and people weren't flying and things were crazy. And there was a lot of anxiety in the profession and what was going to happen. I started just kind of doing some generic coaching around thought work. And one of the pilot wives said, "You need to coach us. We need your expertise, your experience. We need coaching." And it was like a V8 moment. I thought, wow, all of these years, this whole profession's been right under my nose, and I've never really considered approaching coaching in that arena. So I launched the Pilot Wife podcast. You can just go to pilotwifepodcast.com and learn more. And I've had so much fun with that podcast too, speaking to an audience that I know like the back of my hand. And I've had so much fun with that. And we cover all different topics. It's not just what it's like to be a pilot wife. It's a lot of the same struggles, the mindset struggles that everyone deals with. So come on over and give that one a listen too. It's a unique lifestyle. So a lot of times people don't understand that lifestyle, but go listen to the podcast and you'll understand. So what I realized is my core areas of strength as a coach and how I best help and support people, maybe even you, is first and foremost coaching them around building that positive body and self-image and the confidence that accompanies that to speak about what they're doing, to have conversations and communicate well within relationships, and to, show up in all areas of their life in the way that they want to. That leads me to my second core area of strength, which is relationships. And boy, do these ever affect a network marketing business or any type of business. I hear so often, my spouse doesn't support me, or how do I get them on board, or so many things like that. And then the third area that's my core area of strength for coaching is money and career. So do you see how those come together? A positive body and self-image and confidence, relationship, good relationships and good communication skills and relationships, and then bringing that all in with money and career. Those three things are so vital to success, having those be balanced and becoming a peak performer in each one of those. And then, of course, through this, all of it incorporates my 5 Fs, my 5 favorite F words, and the 5 Fs that are my core value buckets, which, of course, are faith, family and friends, fun, fitness, and finance. And I think if you look at those, you'll see how all of those intersect with my 3 core areas. And I've discussed those for years. So I wanted to check back in with you and let you know that I haven't really gone anywhere. I've just been pivoting as so many people have. What's coming up next? Well, stay tuned for some upcoming episodes. A few that are coming up right away are fear. Okay, we're going to talk about fear. We're going to talk about goals and goal setting. We're nearing the end of the year, so now's a great time. We're going to talk about failure or our perceived failures, one of my other F words. And we're going to talk about self-image for success. So those are 4 key shows that you can look forward to. And that's it for today. I just wanted to give you an update. Thanks for sticking with me. You can always find me at one of my 2 sites, streetsmartwealth.com or peakperformancehabits.com. And if you're ready to upgrade your life and you want to kind of figure out a little bit more about some of these new offerings, go to peakperformancehabits.com. You'll see the link right there of how we can work together to upgrade your life in those 3 core areas for sure. Your self-image and confidence, your relationships, and money, and your career. I'm Jackie Ulmer. Thanks for listening to today's show, and I'll see you on the next one.